Hey guys, Nate Tice here from the Athletic Football Show, back again with another edition of Wind the Clock. For those unfamiliar with Wind the Clock, I take a play from the past weekend of NFL games and break down why it worked, or at least what made it interesting, or at least interesting to me, and take it and explain it, break it down, hopefully can share a piece of information or two, and just reverse engineer what happened and what made it cool. Last week, I took a Los Angeles Rams third down play, a huge gain to Tutu Atwell against the Seattle Seahawks. This week, going to be taking a Dolphins play going into the end of the first half against the New England Patriots. A big gain to Braxton Berrios that set up a score and ultimately a win for the Dolphins. Let's jump into it and see what Mike McDaniel cooked up this week. So like I mentioned in the intro, this is a 2-minute situation going in the first half for the Dolphins and the Patriots. Under 30 seconds, it's a one-score game. First and 10, ball at the 20. And being the ball at the 20 is one kind of notable thing to note here outside of being in a 2-minute drill, kind of a hurry up situation or a pass heavy situation, is that this is also like the strike range for a lot of offenses, where the gold zone outside the red zone. 20-yard line is technically the red zone, but just outside of it, that 20 to 30, 25 to 35-yard range is where you see offensive play callers really get creative, take some shot plays, try and catch the defense, use some tendency breakers. And you're about to see Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins staff got pretty creative here and used one of their base concepts to take advantage of the Patriots probably being very in tune with what the Dolphins base concepts are. So the first thing to break down here is that the Dolphins are in an empty formation, a particular one that I'll point out why, but an empty formation, there's no one back there with the quarterback, no one back there with Tua. They are in 11 personnel, which is 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end, and 3 wide receivers. So that's where the 11 comes from. You have Jalen Waddle, you have Tyreek Hill, always got to know where those two are at. You got Braxton Berrios, you got Durham Smythe, and then you got Alec Ingold. The thing about this 11 personnel that the Dolphins are using is that, yes, it's a typical tight end, running back, 3 wide receivers. It's the most common personnel grouping in the NFL. But Alec Ingold right here is the running back, the one of the running back grouping. Alec Ingold is a fullback. So he's on the field here probably for a reason. The Dolphins really don't hand the ball off much to Alec Ingold, so probably a pass here, and he's probably out there for protection reasons. That empty formation that the Dolphins are in, they have Ingold right here in the hip spot, and then you're going to see Tyreek Hill here in a stack alignment with Durham Smythe, their tight end. Before the play starts, you see a little bit of motion there from Tyreek Hill. So right there, you see the little speed out motion right at the snap of the ball. He's going to come out. This is something the Dolphins are really, really weaponizing this year, and other teams are copying, and other teams are using with their fast skill position players. Gets that speed going, get him a little bit of running start, use that 4.2, 4.3 speed, and put some heat on the defense. If you look at the Patriots side of this, you can see communication happening between their safeties back here. They're figuring out, they're sorting it out. You can see the signaling happening from Jabril Peppers, the Patriots safety. They are getting into a man look and probably a pressure look. The Patriots are a heavy cover zero team, meaning they bring everybody. Everyone else is a man coverage across the board. But you can see some indicators of some type of man, whether it's pressure, cover 1, or pressure meaning a blitz, or cover 1, a cover 0, a cover 1 with a blitzer. They're trying to get into some version of man because there are some indicators that give that off. If you even look at how the original alignment is, and if you remember my video last week in Wind the Clock, breaking down the Rams play, there are some more man indicators. Once you see Peppers right here sprinting down to the line of scrimmage, once he's at the line of scrimmage and you see how everyone else breaks off before Tyreek Hill's motion, is you see Jalen Waddle, a receiver, with a corner on him. You see Kyle Duggar, a safety, on a tight end here in the slot in this number 2 spot. You see Tyreek Hill about to go in this motion and a corner on him. And then you have another corner right here on the outside on Braxton Berrios. So you have like bodies, like we talked about last week. We have a corner on a wide receiver and we have safeties on tight ends. You don't really want safeties on receivers. You don't really want to waste maybe a corner on a tight end. There are matchups that maybe you do, but you want to keep like bodies for like bodies. After the motion happens and you can get this confirmation of man coverage, as Hill goes in motion here, you get that confirmation of coverage that he's following, he's tracking, and you see it all play out into a man look. You got man-to-man there, man-to-man on the tight end with the outside leverage, with the safety pushing up here. You have man-to-man giving a lot of respect to Tyreek Hill there, going vertical. And then you have man-to-man on Braxton Berrios right here. That component right there is what the Dolphins are playing off and what they are hoping for when they call this play. So they're going to be running a vertical concept with a route underneath called Buffalo. In the Shanahan playbook, it's called Buffalo. You can just copy this concept. You can call it anything. That's what's great about football. You can just make up a term and be like, yeah, that's what we call it. But because there's so many Shanahan offenses and so many disciples of the Shanahan offense, I mean, at least a half dozen off the top of my head, that we're going to call it Buffalo, at least for today, because Mike McDaniel is a Shanahan disciple. Very, very good one, by the way. What this concept is you're going to have an under route from Berrios here, or the outside receiver. The tight end or the number 3 receiver will have a vertical route. It could go like this. It depends on the formation, or the coverage that the defense is playing. And then Tyreek Hill, or the slot receiver here, the number 2, will also have a vertical route that can go back. And there's some adjustments based on coverage as well. They use this all the time. Earlier in the game, they already used it twice. The ball did not go to the 3-man side at all, but they tagged the other side. This is a 1-man route over here, or it could be a 2-man route in these other clips that you'll see. And Tua throws it to that side of the ball. But that is how concepts work. There are 3-man concepts like this one, like Buffalo. And there are 1-man tags where you're just telling one guy to run a route. Like right here would be like Z corner from Jalen Waddle here. There's plenty of concept names to tag the 2-man concept and the 3-man concept. So that is what's important on this play, is this 3-man concept to the bottom of the screen is what the Dolphins are playing off here. So remember, Braxton Berrios is selling that he is running underneath at full speed. This is a pressure look. That is a great pressure answer for quarterbacks on this concept. We're going to get into a I know what you know, what I know what you know situation for Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins. If you notice, the DB, the corner for the Patriots, is driving on Braxton Berrios on this underthrow. Now, I'm going to show you a clip real quick here of the Packers running this exact same concept last year in week 1 against the Vikings. The Packers, Matt LaFleur, their head coach, is also a Shanahan disciple who also runs this concept called Buffalo. And if you see here on this clip is Aaron Rodgers throws underneath route, the Vikings corner, Cam Dantzler, I believe it is, drives, makes the tackle, or at least tries to make the tackle short and underneath. That is exactly what looks like is about to play out right here on this Dolphins play. So you see Berrios selling, DB committing, Duggar's running with the fullback, or with the tight end. Got the other DB on Tyreek Hill, terrified of his speed, by the way. So you're seeing man coverage. These guys are locked in. Okay, it looks like the underneath route's going to get, just taken away and tackled for a short gain. Exactly how the Patriots probably planned this out. That's why they're used to it. That's why they're ready for it. That's why they've seen this on film. Again, the Dolphins already showed this twice early in the game. So they know what's coming. They at least have a feel for what's coming. But here comes the okie doke. Berrios, who is a good route runner, quick route runner, sells underneath route, and you can see the Patriots DB going, uh-oh, this isn't good. Berrios comes out of a route, a really good route. He gets vertical. You got a double move here, and Tua does a fantastic job of dropping the ball right there into the corner, right in front of the end zone, and also helps Braxton Berrios avoid a hit. Kind of avoid the hit, but great ball there. Perfect touch, perfect ball. Gets there to Braxton Berrios, huge gain, ends up setting a touchdown the next play to Tyreek Hill. Now, again, just want to show the visual of this is we got vertical. They are clearing out this whole path, and it looks like this underneath route's coming in. And then we're just going to wheel back up on a double move. And you're playing off the tendency that you showed, the play that you showed, and the defense knowing that play, knowing that tendency, and hitting a big play. This is why it's important to note with this area of the field near the 20-yard line or coming up outside the red zone, the high red zone is, again, this is a shot play kind of gold zone where you can get some of these designer plays to score touchdowns on. Another component of this, and again, Alec Ingold was in the game, and again, the Patriots are bringing a blitz here. All these big plays, these double moves, you got to protect. You got to protect it first. And that's why Alec Ingold was in the game, is because he is here to protect, because he is locked in protection. The Dolphins know that this play is going to take a minute, and Tua buys some time here, and I'm going to show you the end zone view. So watch Tua, he can be really great in these pocket movements and finding space and getting throws off. He can really work and really navigate these pockets. He knows he has to buy time. He also does a great job with his eyes. See, he looks underneath right away. Then he knows he's going to this double move. I don't have to stare down the double move. I'm going to it. So watch Tua's eyes right there. He looks, and then he resets. there's a deep safety back here, right? You can see his feet. So he's holding them just for a slight. Just, hey, stay in the middle of the field. Don't go over to my wheel route that I'm going to throw to. Just stay right here in the middle of the field. I don't want you going over there and messing up this play all the way to the sideline there. So you can see his eyes go there. He works in the pocket, does a nice job sliding away, feeling the rush, creating a new little pocket here, and getting this ball off and dropping it in. Great eyes, great ball, just great timing on it. This is just a really, really fantastic play off of play, great execution, great understanding from the Dolphins staff of what they show and going against a Patriots team that's usually dialed in what opposing teams want to do. And understanding that if we're going to run a long developing double move, we have to protect it. So how every team does it in different ways, how the Dolphins decided to do it on this play, bringing in Alec Ingold, and we're going to wad it up. We're going to have 6 in protection, and we're just going to give Tua just enough time to make a move and get this throw off. And he does. Thank you guys so much for checking out Wind the Clock. Please make sure to like this video. And if you like it, check out last week's video too, where I break down the Rams 3rd down play against the Seahawks. It's a good one. It's a really fun one. So if you like this video, that video, make sure to give a like to them. Subscribe to the Athletic Football Show YouTube channel. We have so much great content on here. I'll be posting a Wind the Clock every single week. We have live streams after Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. So much great stuff on here. So make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.